Hi everyone, this is Dr. Weideman and I'll be your instructor for this course. You want to take some time this week to become familiar with our course, and I'm going to start in the Blackboard course. When you first come into Blackboard, you're going to see the announcements, and you see here there's a welcome message, and there's also a welcome to week one. You want to take a look at the Getting Started module, which includes important information on getting started in the course, a link to the course syllabus, and you're going to make sure that you look at that course syllabus and you understand what's in it, the information in it. Particularly want to pay attention to, you have to buy the access kit for the textbook that we're using. We're going to be using a MyStatLab, MyMathLab course, and you need to get that access code so you can register. And you'll need some type of a calculator like a TI-30 or a TI-83 or TI-84. And particularly pay attention to the last page, also the grading for the course. The syllabus explains how you're graded in the course. It also explains there's your grading policy. There's a breakdown of your grades, 10% discussions, homework, quizzes, final exam, midterm. And the last page of the syllabus includes a schedule of activities each week, and when they're due, you might want to print that out. That'll help you get organized with the course. All right, so within the course, there's weekly modules. So if we go up here to the weekly lessons, and let's start with week one, for instance, they're all set up in the same format. There's an introduction about what you're going to be learning about, a listing of the activities. There are handouts, section handouts that I've put together for each section that we cover. You can do the reading in the ebook. The handouts are attached in the message, and then the learning and graded activities are listed. This module actually has a syllabus quiz, and then each weekly module will have a discussion topic that you'll participate in. And then finally, at the conclusion, we have a little wrap-up activity there that says what you've learned about within the module. In the weekly discussions, you want to make sure that you participate in those, and you want to make your first posting by 11:59 on Friday night and your second posting by 11:59 on Sunday night. Each one requires at least 2 postings. So let's go to the MyMathLab course. So in order to register in MyMathLab, from your left toolbar, you want to click on that MyMathLab option. And the first time that you do this, you can actually pick any of these options here, but the first time you do it, you're going to have to register. And the first thing you're going to do is agree to their user license here. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, someplace down here, there'll be an accept button. And I guess I'm not at the bottom yet. There we go. I accept. All right, then on the next screen, if you already have an account, you're going to sign in with that account. If you don't, you're going to create a Pearson account. So one of the 2 options will happen here. You're going to go ahead and either sign in or create an account. And then you can do a couple things here. If you've purchased the access code from the bookstore, you're going to click here to enter the access code. You can purchase the access code here. If you're going to purchase it here, just purchase the 18-week access because you don't need 2-year access. This course only lasts 11 weeks. You can purchase the 18-week here. Or if you're waiting for your financial aid to come through, and I'm going to do this option for my sample student, I'm going to get temporary access without paying for 14 days. I'm going to click on that option. And then it says, are you sure you want temporary access? Yes. All right, and then it'll just take a minute to get you registered. And then once you're registered, you'll be able to see all the course materials that I've put together for our course. And there it tells you about the course. It's got my name there, and then I just click on Go to My Courses. All right, so now you've got, this is just the assignments here. So you see the assignments here. I'm going to back out for a second because I want to show you what happens after you're registered. Let's go back over here. So now once I'm registered, let me click again on that tab. Now when I go in, and I'm going to go to the whole course, because now once I'm registered, I don't have to do any login or anything. It recognizes me as having either have a temporary access or added my access code. And so I want to talk about what's in here. So the modules here match the weekly modules that you see in our Blackboard course. So they're set up the same format here. And then this will take you to the ebook. If you want to read the ebook, I've linked the sections here for you. You've got video presentations, you've got an e-text and so forth. And those, again, are organized by the same weekly modules that we have in Blackboard course. And then on the assignments page, this is where all your assignments are. And you'll notice that the due dates are shown here. And I've also linked the textbook section and the videos on this page also. They're not graded, but you have access to those here without having to go through the modules over here. Here's your homework. Notice the due dates. And then notice on the test, the weekly test, you have to get 60% on each of the homeworks that you worked on that week in order to get access to the quiz. And I'm going to pick a homework a little bit later here to give you some idea of what's available to you. So in the questions, you have what we call question help. So depending on the question, if you look down at the bottom of the question, you'll see get more help. And depending on the question, this has a help me solve it, which will help you solve this exact problem. But when you're finished, you'll get a new problem to work on. View an example will work. A similar example, if there's an associated video, you can see that here. You can get to the section of the textbook. And then if you wanted to use StatCrunch, that's available here. However, when we get to the week, when we, in a couple weeks, when we use StatCrunch, you can actually open data sets directly in the software package, StatCrunch, by clicking on this little option here. And again, we'll get to that later in the course, but that's a nice feature of this program. And then your grades will come over from the My Stat Lab course into the grade book in our Blackboard course. So let's go back again to the assignments. You have unlimited attempts on the homework. So as many times as you want to work a homework problem, you can. And as long as you work on the homework before the initial due date, you can go back later and rework problems. The quizzes must be done by the due date. You have 2 attempts. They're built from question pools, so each time you take the test, or quiz rather, you're going to get a slightly different set of questions. Also, I wanted to mention, we do have a proctored midterm and proctored final in this course, and that will be given in, back here. Your proctored midterm and your proctored final are given using Proctorio. Those are going to be located in our Blackboard course. They're not in My Math Lab. They'll be given in the Blackboard course. So a few tips for success. In order to be successful, it's important for you to keep up with the weekly assignments. I recommend, again, printing out that last page of the syllabus and checking off the activities each week as you complete them. I don't extend the due dates, so you want to make sure you keep up with those. And you can contact me by course email. We can set up a time during my office hours, which are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 11. We can do a Zoom session. We can talk on the phone. We can correspond by email. So I look forward to working with you this semester, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.